Please grab a blanket and have it for right now to slide underneath your knees, to start on hands and knees. And we will need just the blanket and a slippery surface, slippery floor, so wood floor, linoleum, whatever you got. We'll use it to slide on, hands and knees. Please take a few cycles of cat-cow, moving at the pace of your breath. Moving at a pace in your body that invites welcoming, an invitation to warm up, an invitation to start slow. Do 1 or 2 more cycles of cat-cow. Return to a neutral spine and then do some waggles from side to side. And as you waggle from side to side, can you imagine not only crimping inwards, but extending long through the body, so continuing to reach long to the tailbone and the crown of the head. And then do some spinal rolls. Circle the head, circle the tailbone, circle the rib cage. Go the other direction. And then pause at center. Make your way down onto your back, and we'll now set up our slidey situation. So I'm gonna scoot my mat out of the way, and then unfold your blanket so that you have enough room for yourself to lie down on, so that your feet, head, shoulders can all fit onto the blanket when your knees are bent. Place yourself down onto your blanket. Make sure that you've got enough room for your head to be on the blanket and for both feet to be on the blanket. And then bring your attention to your front low ribs. You can even place your hands there. And then as you inhale, lift the front rib points, the front low ribs, up towards the ceiling. And then as you exhale, anchor the rib cage down towards the floor. Anchor those front bottom ribs down in towards the back ribs. Exhale completely. Find that contraction at the end of the exhalation. And again, inhale, lift the ribs up, little arch in the spine. And then exhale, move them down and in. Complete exhale. Keep moving the ribs down as you empty the breath. And do that a few more times. Fullest breath in. And most complete breath out. Breathe at your own pace. Link the pace of the movement to your breath. And breath can be in and out through the nose, maybe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Whatever breathing pattern works best for you right now. If it works for you as a sensory anchor to keep your hands on your rib cage, keep them there. If you would like to experiment with what it feels like without the hands, then take the hands away from the body. I tend to like to have a little bit of extra feedback. Do that 3 more times. And then at the end of your 3rd exhalation, pause. Bring your fingertips behind your head and now do some little crunches up. Imagine lifting your chest straight up towards the ceiling. So instead of curling up and in, focus on lift, 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 lift. And it's helpful, you could even bring your fingertips up to reach towards the ceiling to anchor into that direction of lifting up. And you could choose to take the shoulders all the way back down to the mat. Or you could choose to leave them up and just pulse up, up, up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lay back, rest. And then bring your hands back behind your head. You can even allow the head to rest into the hands. So instead of feeling like you need to stay lifted, you can just interlace the fingers even and cradle the back of your head with the hands. And now using the slidiness of the blanket on the floor, we're going to waggle from side to side. So bring your elbow and your feet closer together, change sides. If you notice that the head and the neck start to tense up and want to help the movement out, if that feels good to you, then keep that action happening. Otherwise, really just relax your head, let it be heavy. Let most of the work come from the center of the body. Keep engaging with the breath. Waggle from side to side a couple more times. One more time. Pause at center. Rest. And then make your way up, back towards hands and knees. You can get your blanket quickly refolded. Get back onto your mat. And we'll do a little just a little plank series here. So for this, you could be in a low plank. So that's starting from hands and knees and walking the hands forward until your head, hips, and knees are in a diagonal line. Or you could choose to come all the way up into high plank on the balls of the feet. If the knees are down, when I say foot, please substitute the word knee. So to start, energetically drag your right hand towards your left foot and your left foot towards your right hand. Take one more full breath in as you bring opposite sides together. And then exhale, release. Second side. So stay in your plank and now energetically move the left hand towards the right foot and the right foot towards the left hand. Imagine that if there were no resistance on the mat, you could slide them to meet right in the center point. Inhale, engage. And exhale, release. Place the knees down if they're not already down. Child's pose. Bless you, ladybird. Rock forward. Back towards either your knees down plank or your high plank. And then energetically slide the hands towards each other and slide the legs apart. So the hands are moving towards the midline. And the knees or the feet are trying to rip the mat into two pieces. One more full breath in, engage. And then exhale, soften, place the knees down, child's pose. Let's get back in our shape to finish out our little itty bitty plank series, high plank or knees down plank. Now let's do the opposite of what we just did. So slide the hands apart, away from each other, and slide the feet together. As if they could come together, ankle bone to ankle bone. Or knee to knee if the knees are down. Inhale, exert 5% more. And then exhale, knees down, rest in child's pose. If the wrists are talking to you, give them some circling out here. Rock forward and then ease yourself all the way down onto your belly and place the forearms, the elbows under your shoulders. Press the tops of the feet down and reach your breastbone forward. You can even imagine reaching those front low ribs that we worked with earlier, reaching forward from that costal arch. If it feels good here, you could experiment with doing a little waggle from side to side with the upper body. So shift the ribs to one side towards one arm, then the other arm. Breathe a little bit of space into the sides of the waist. Our waggling muscles. Make your way to child's pose. Roll yourself up the spine. And then place one hand onto your belly. Place the other hand onto your chest. And to your body, send some gratitude for its strength, for its support. And send gratitude to the rest of you for choosing to prioritize yourself today. Thank you.